Now let's talk about creating assignments. Let's take a look in the Classwork tab at the different types of assignments. I'll use the Create button and see that I can do a regular assignment. I can create a quiz in a Google form right here in Classroom. I can ask a question. I can add materials that we use often. I can even reuse a post from this class or from another class. And I've got a list of topics here. This will be my first assignment in the class, and I want to include an introduction video. I'll use the assignment button. I'll give it a title. A great suggestion that I learned was to number the assignments. You can see I've got 001 to begin, and this allows the students to track as they're working to make sure they're doing the next thing. It also orders that in your drive according to when you taught those. Think about packaging your assignment so that students know exactly what to do. We want to give them specific, clear instructions here that answer all of the questions you think they might ask. Let's take a look at the right-hand side. Under 4, I have a drop down, and I can go in and select multiple classes that can get this same assignment. I'll uncheck those and come over here to All Students. I can uncheck and assign to a specific student. We'll talk more about that when we discuss differentiation later on. I'll go ahead and select all students for now. If I have set up grading categories, these will show up. This could go under daily work. I've got a point value. My due date, I do not have to set one, but I can go in and choose a due date. You will want to create topics for your different assignments. This helps you organize under the Classwork tab. You can see I have so far assignment, discussions, resources, and tasks. You can create any type of topic that you want. I have seen teachers use Unit 1, Unit 2, 6 weeks, however you want to set that up. I'll go with assignment. Now, hopefully you're seeing rubrics and originality reports. These are rolling out as we are working from Google. We'll go into the rubrics later on. The originality reports, if you check that, students will get 3 tries to check the originality of their work. And then when they turn it in, you will get an originality report. I'll go ahead and cancel that for now. Let's take a look at your options here at the bottom. I'll click the Add button. I can select from Google Drive, add a link, a file, or a video from YouTube. I'll go ahead and select Google Drive. Once my drive opens, it defaults to recent items. I can also jump over to my drive and look at all my files. I'll select the item that I want and click Add. Anytime that I add an item, I need to be very careful about what students can do with that file. And this is one of the places in Google that if you mess up, it's not always easy to go back and fix. Sometimes you have to start over. You can see here I have a video, and this is what I want students to be able to do, is view the file. Now I do have a tiny triangle here that I can click. This will allow students to edit a file. That means all students in my class would be editing the same file. I can also make a copy for each student. So if I have some sort of assignment where I'm wanting them to answer individually, I can make a copy for each student. Since this is a video, I'll leave it at Students Can View File. Now let's look at the Create button. I'll create a Google Doc. Give it a title, add anything I need the students to see, and I can go ahead and close this document. Google saves that automatically, and you see I have a document added here. Now it says untitled. Once I save it, it changes to the title that I gave it. Sometimes it just doesn't pick up right here. Now, students can only view this file. That's not going to do them any good to be able to write a summary. So on this one, I would want to make a copy for each student. Finally, we want to assign this, or we can use the tiny triangle here to schedule at a later time or to save as a draft. Your turn. Now it's time to prepare to create your first assignment.